Tonight we're talking about when fear gets the best of you, when you want to manifest your things. So I'm excited to dig in tonight. So we're going to talk about some shifts that you can make. We're going to talk about some things that you can think instead. We are going to talk about busting up that quote we always hear that says, feel the fear and do it anyway. Or should I wait until I'm completely in Zen alignment to make the move? So it's, we're going to find the sweet spot tonight. And I hope this really helps you guys. I know for me, I'm terrified a lot of the time. I in a good way sometimes, right? In an exhilarating way, in an exciting way, but sometimes in a way that runs in stealth mode. And I want to invite you to my party, which is to take a look at that stealth mode stuff and find a way to get up over that and rise above it and make some shifts in your life so that you can manifest what you want. So, because here's what I know, when fear gets the best of you, we stand in resistance and we don't really have the magnetic aligned feeling or the magnetic aligned power that we want to really have as conscious creators of our reality. True story, true story. So fear is sneaky and it can sabotage our best efforts. And sometimes when we look under the hood of what's going on with us, which is what I do for a living, we find some fears that hold us back. And tonight I just want to touch the surface on some of those and talk to you a little bit about the things that hold you back. So we're going to talk about fear, right? When fear gets the best of you and you want to manifest your thing, whatever your thing is, whether that's business, whether that's money, whether that's stepping out into your purpose. Let's say you are looking for love, but sort of in all the wrong places because you are scared to death to go where your heart is called. You want to manifest freedom, but something is holding you back. It sabotages the actions that you take, right? What we're willing to step out of comfort zones and step into our power. So hello, come on in. Say hello when you get here. I know that I'm starting to riff already, but hey Blanca, hello. Hey Donna Marie, hello Suzette, awesome. Come on in, say hello. Hey Samantha, awesome. Hello. Okay, say hey. And hey Becky, hello. Come on in. If you are new to me, are you guys new to me? If you are new to me, I definitely hope that you would say hello because I love meeting all the newbies in the house and that is amazing. So come on in. So tonight, I want to touch on these fears. Why? Because they get in stealth mode. And I want to give you some ideas and some thoughts about what to align to instead. And mindset shifts, a few of them, a big one for sure. I got 4 for you tonight. And I want to answer that question, and I want you to answer the question of, should I feel the fear and do it anyway, or should I wait for pure 100% Zen alignment before I take any action in my life or until I move? So, that was Luna. Okay, so, all right, so as always, I want to make the case for the power of your alignment, of your personal power, of your quantum alignment, of creating your quantum self, of really calibrating up your energy and doing the manifesting that you've always wanted to do and really intentionally creating your reality. So that's what we do in here. That's what we do here, you guys. And so I want to make a case for that and share with you why it's so important that we tend to ourselves in such a profound way. Hey, Stacy, come on in. Hello. Yeah, Luna's in the house. Luna joins us no matter what. She's going crazy right now. So if you're new, welcome. I've been coaching for about 24-ish some years. And I started when I was just a baby, about 26 or 7 or something like that. When nobody knew what a coach was. I remember saying in my little girl's pediatrician's office, they're like, what do you do? And I was like, I'm going to embrace it. And I am a life coach. They were like, basketball coach? Gymnastics coach? What kind of coach are you? I was like, no, life coach. Nobody knew what it was at the time. And now, of course, the business of life coaching is booming and everybody knows what a coach is. But I started way back in the day and, cut my teeth in my late 20s and have not looked back. So I've been really blessed to have a career that gets to hang with you guys for sure. So and always calls in the prosperity cat. So raise your hand, guys. Who in this room has a dream that matters? Talk to me a little bit. And who in this room has a really, really big vision? Tell me. Thank you. Send me some hearts. I see them. Tell me if you have a big vision for your future, a big vision for your life, a big vision for your business, a big vision for your prosperity, for your wealth, for your thing. Tell me if you've got a big vision. And then I want you to tell me with some confidence and with some certainty and with some embracing, because you need to do this because it's part of the journey, who in this room also has experienced like some massive fear that's held you back from those visions, from those creations, from those journeys. Raise your hand. Because it's just so important that we own it from the get-go, because that which you own and that which you embrace and that which you name has no power over you. Step one. So when we're talking about who's experienced fear, it's really not to like call it all out and dig it all up. It's really to like, I don't know, empower you to something else and not have it hold power over you. So fear is just an emotion and it's very real. So I don't want to downplay this, because when you're scared, you're scared. However, stepping out into our greatness requires like some kind of, shaking up from our human space into our quantum self space. And so I want to hold that space for you. And the one thing that I would like to invite you guys all to do, and tell me if this resonates, the one thing that I want to invite all of you to do is own that, heck yes, my ego gets triggered. Heck yes, my mind goes crazy sometimes. Heck yes. You know what I do sometimes? I'll be like, wow, look at my mind doing backflips to try to keep me safe, because that's what fear is. It's our mind most of the time. And I'm not talking about the kind of fear when you're walking down a dark alley and you're like, I maybe should get out of here. I don't feel like I'm safe. This is not the conversation. The conversation is I want to manifest my thing and I've got these fears holding me back from doing so. And I'm not stepping out into my greatness because I'm afraid. So different kind of fear. We were driving down the road last week, and Tim was cruising down the road, and he's going a little fast for my comfort zone, and I was like, I'm feeling deer pop out at us right now. And he's like, okay, and he slowed right down, responded right there. And there were the deer. So not that kind of fear, not that kind of intuition. It's more like, what's holding me back? Okay. So Debbie Dewey is in the house. Hello, my love. So, my beautiful sister-in-law. So I want you guys to embrace the fear, because being human is beautiful, and having the fear doesn't necessarily mean that you are in any sort of weak state. It just means to acknowledge that and to honor that and to not let it actually own you. So step one, I want you to embrace the fear, love it, feel it, thank it, and take care of it. Those 4 things. So those 4 things off the bat, hello Jamie, those 4 things off the bat are going to give you more empowerment than you've seen in a while around this topic. So if we just embrace our fear, we're taught by a lot of, I think, mentors in the field. And I just be kind as I say this, but there's other mentors in the field that would say, kind of to shard off the ego, and that the ego has no place for us. And I would like to beg to differ. I really believe the ego, for it to feel integrated, this is ego work. And I think we have to take good care of our egos. So we have to look at our fears and look at our egos and look at our minds and do these things. Love it, thank it, and take care of it. It really is a nurturing process. And when I mean take care of it, it means I'm going to find some alignment. I'm going to find my alignment with the fear. And sometimes I have to take a good look at the fears that are running me and really be honest with myself and really step outside and make the shift and make some trades out that are going to work better for me than hanging out, if this makes sense, hanging out in the fear that actually stops your action, stops your growth, stops your transformation. Because I hear it. We are literally suffocating sometimes with fear. sometimes we are holding our breath. She is being so mischievous right now. We are holding our breath because we're so afraid to move forward for some reason or another. Hello, Barbara. We are so like frozen sometimes. Sometimes it's paralysis even, because we have these fears that hold us back. So if you can identify the fear that you have, write it in the chat for me. But I'm going to tell you that there are 4 fears that I think, and more, but I'm going to talk about these 4 tonight, and go ahead and write these down. But I want to know if you've ever suffered from, you got this big dream that you want to come true, that you want to manifest, but you're afraid, right? You want to manifest your thing, but fear has you, right? It's grabbed you. But there's 4 of them. One of them is fear of criticism. The other one is fear of failure. The other one is fear of looking bad, right? We're so like embarrassed, by the way, to admit these things. And I want to just give you a moment, like, you don't look bad for having these. You don't have to fear criticism because you own this. It's like, be light about this. Be like, yep, I've got the biggest quirk in the world, and I'm going to love myself, and I'm going to take care of this, and I'm going to thank this, and I'm going to thank my ego because I've been nurtured. I'm nurturing that part of me. So 4 fears: criticism, failure, looking bad, and the juicy one, you guys, is the fear of the unknown. And so I heard, holy smokes, this past week, right? Big launch, big promo, big boom. I mean, it was like amazing. So much fast moving energy, but I cannot tell you, there's so much fear of the unknown. And so I want to really speak to this, because the fear of the unknown is stifling. It does cause paralysis. And sometimes the unknown is literally, I can't trust what I'm seeing. And sometimes the unknown is, I can't trust myself because I don't know myself well enough. So that's a deeper dive. But here's some ideas for you, because I really want to break this up, right? So Janae, hello, right where I am. I know, isn't it just funny that you guys click on the live stream and you get what you need? Okay, so so that's how it goes, right? So I want to offer you, because minds and egos are engineered, you guys. They're engineered to keep you safe, literally. Literally, it is your ego's job to keep you safe. And so these fears are engineered to keep you safe on some level, to keep the same. So if you're like having this fear of criticism, don't feel so bad about that, because fear of criticism also keeps you small. The ego likes to keep things the same. The ego likes to keep the status quo. The ego likes to be in its comfort zone, even, I know this is going to be hard to hear, even when it's uncomfortable and it's painful and there's scarcity there. For some reason, human beings get real comfortable, even in the small box of the comfort zone, even when they don't want that. Even when the dreams are really big, we sometimes fight, and the mind will do everything it can to keep us in the same box. Expansion is powerful. Transformation is powerful. And interestingly enough, sometimes we don't go to the big stretch. Sometimes we don't go for the big dream. Sometimes we don't make the leap. Sometimes we don't go for the business. Sometimes we don't like stand in our truth and in our power and our purpose, because change is so uncomfortable, and it is not the desired state of the ego or the mind. The mind is like, keep it all the same. That's what we know. That's what we can count on. That's what we know. That's what we can be right about. That's what we can validate. That's verifiable. Okay, if there's one thing you know is the present moment, the current reality is verifiable, right? Ego likes that. So when we seek all this change, we conjure all this stuff like fear of criticism, fear of failure, fear of looking bad, and suddenly we're just like paralyzed, and we're like, why can't I move forward? So I want to give your egos a break tonight, because I don't want you to feel threatened in any way, shape, or form, but I just want to give you the opportunity to make some trades. Even to say, I want you to make a shift today is maybe a little bit too big. So today I just want to say, consider trading. That's all. Consider trading this. I want you to consider, like, fear of criticism might sound like I'm afraid of what they'll think, right? I'm afraid of criticism. On what level? I'm afraid of not having everybody in my life agree with me for whatever reason. And I know as I say it out loud, you're like, do I feel that way? That doesn't necessarily fit, or it might fit, or you might say, I don't want to admit that it fits that way. If you don't want to admit it, or if any of these embarrass you to the nth degree, it's probably underneath the surface, just so you know. So I want you to consider trading out what they'll think for what I want. So there's this interesting thing that happens when you just say, I'm going to make a trade. I'm just going to make a trade. I'm going to take this stone and trade it for this one. It's a safe trade and it's a worthy trade, and I'm worth making the trade. So I want you to consider trading, and I want to know if you're willing to do this. I want you to know if you're willing to trade what they'll think for what I want. It sounds so easy and it sounds so simple, but you got to stay conscious, you guys. That's why they call it conscious creation. And I want to empower you to stop buying into the importance of having to satisfy anybody out in the name of keeping yourself from criticism or naysaying or scoffing or whatever the judgment is. And judgment is not easy. It can be painful, but I want you to consider making the trade. Who's willing to make the trade? Raise your hand and tell me if you have felt this before and if you're willing to make the trade from what they'll think to what I want. Sounds so simple, but we hold ourselves back from that. So it really is a quantum shift in perspective, because when I make the shift from what I think, fear of what they'll think, to grounding yourself in your heart and what I want, what my soul wants, what I've been called to do, that's a big deal. It is a quantum call. It is a quantum. I'm listening to my quantum self, and I'm going to let that call me forward. You guys feel me on this? So, Lisa, yeah, this is so me, right? Anyone else? Raise your hand. Yeah. So consider making the trade, and do it on a small scale if you need to. But it pains me. Like, I love you guys so much. It pains me to have what they'll think run you. It's outside circumstance. It's like, do you guys know you get to have the life you want to have because you choose it? This is your life, not anybody else's. Not anybody else's. This is yours. Yours. And so when you are locked into fear of criticism or locked into what they'll think, and that causes you to not take action towards your dream, you're giving your life away to somebody else in the name of what? Approval? Making somebody else happy? You cannot do anything to make others happy enough to create your own and manifest your own dreams. Like, that is not a match. And at the end of the day, when you make yourself happy, you make others happy. So like let's make that shift, okay? So let's just trade. Let's just make the trade, what they'll think for what I want, and start standing in your power, because you're goddesses and spiritual warriors, and you deserve that. You were born deserving. And I say that with all the love in the world, but after talking to 30 some of you this week, and it was amazing. I can hear the undercurrents, and I just want to shake this up for you and be like, let's take back the power starting now, starting with this. Make the trade. All right. Okay. You know it now, Lisa. 30 years ago is then. Now you know. Okay. So I want you to make a couple other trades, and I got to watch time because I have a little girl to go pick up at ballet tonight. All right. I want you to look at failure. Okay. Everybody talks about fear of failure, fear of failure, fear of failure. Oh, yeah. Okay, what is that? Okay. They talk about fear of success. Okay, I can dig and get down to the actual nitty gritty of that, but I want you to just think about trading your fear of failure, because what happens is we don't take the action because we think we're not going to make it anyway. Or once again, I've disappointed myself so many times, I'll never get there. I don't know. I pretty much think that you might want to trade that for fear of failure for my expansion. Because if you are locked into having to succeed with every leap you take, you never actually get there. They talk Napoleon, right? Napoleon Hill talks about how you dig and dig and dig for gold, and you stop like that much before you actually hit gold. It's like this constant fear of not getting there, instead of saying, I don't need to I don't need to succeed. What I need to do is expand. And that means I need to expand myself emotionally. I need to expand myself spiritually. I mean, how on earth can you know what the universe has in store for you when you make that next shift? You don't. All you need to do is be like, I am not afraid to fail. This life is a journey of expansion, and it starts with the expansion of who I am. It is not about the leaps that I take as much as the who am I becoming. So I want you to consider trading failure like there is none, but there is expansion, because here's the truth. It's not fail or succeed. You have two options. It's fail, you can resonate there, or you can expand, which is success, right? Like you can. So feel me on this. One invites you to the desire and attracts more of it to you, and one repels it. So feel into that. Can you feel this? Splitting hairs? Janae, I love you too. Okay? Can you feel this? Failure and expansion. Choose. You have two options. Failure is a match to what? Expansion is a match to what? Which do you want to trade? Or what do you want to trade out to? Anyone here? Like, tell me what you want, failure or expansion. One state of mind, one state of being attracts more to you, one repels things from you. What do you think it is? Yes, failure actually makes your energy like a mosquito repellent, you guys. You know what I mean? It keeps all the things away. So I want to be like, do not worry about failure. There is none. Trade failure for expansion and move in the direction of what expands my spirit, what expands my soul, because the nuggets, the breadcrumbs, the path unfolding, you can't make a wrong decision, by the way, will lead you to the next thing, okay? I took a coaching program, Tim and I took a coaching program last year, and it wasn't that it wasn't amazing, but it led us to the one that we're in now, which is amazing. And so I wouldn't for a second say that we failed. I wouldn't for a second say that that was a failure. I would say that was an investment and an expansion into the next nugget, and it's amazing. And look at this. It's like such a powerful concept. So let me know if you're willing to trade your failures. Like, they don't exist, you guys. Expansion exists, and that calls you to the next expansion. So it's your job to be tuned into that and to say, beautiful ego of mine, sweet love, there are no failures, there's only expansion. So come, let's go. Come with me. And if you need me to carry you snugly on my back, all safe and sound, I'll do that too. But we've got places to go and expansions to have and people to see and opportunities to unveil and like amazing things to unravel. So that's the other trade. The next trade. Feeling me? Give me some hearts if this resonates and if anybody needed to hear this tonight. Okay? Let me know if this resonates. Yes. Sabotage. Yes. Anyone else? Let me know. Yes. So thank you. Beautiful. I'm glad this is hitting home. You know what? I say this from, I feel like I'm coming to you like, you know, okay, people, let's get something straight tonight. I have some wisdom to impart upon you, but let's straighten some things out. So grateful for every single conversation because it gave me clarity on what you need, and I know that we need this. All right. So Kimberly Jones, hello, darling. You need this tonight. Beautiful. I'm so glad. So Janae, enjoy your journey. It is miraculous and always has been. Vanessa, 100%. Hey girl, come on in. So, yeah. Go ahead, Lisa. Sweet. All right. Another one for you. All right. So this fear of the unknown. Now, that's scary, isn't it? Isn't that like so scary? Fear of the dark, fear of the unknown. Oh my God. Isn't that just frightening? Isn't that terrifying? Let's say it out loud. I am afraid of the unknown. And I want you just to say it out loud for a second so that you can own it, so it doesn't have to have power over you, because fear of the unknown exists in you like stealth mode. It's like you don't even realize you have it until I say it out loud and you go, oh yeah, I don't know. I don't make any choices because I can't trust what I don't know. I can't trust what I can't see. A few live streams ago, I said to you guys something like, go before you know, right? As we talked about synchronicity and unfolding, and I'd say this way too, but the I don't know, the fear of the unknown is such a huge, big internal stop. And here's what I want to impart upon you. You don't. You don't know. The universe knows. Your guidance knows. Your inner being knows. You don't know. You're not supposed to know. If you would, you would. Period. You are supposed to not know. You are supposed to expand through this journey, but the fear of the unknown keeps us so blocked. It keeps us in the block of the comfort zone, and the comfort zone, you guys, sometimes it's like smelling like my kids' room when they haven't done their laundry and picked up their socks from baseball. It's like it's time to get out of that. So, okay, that was an interesting metaphor. However, but that's really what it's like, right? We're like there so long that we don't even realize that we're in it. So this fear of unknown, embrace this. You're not supposed to know. But what you are supposed to trade this out for is trust in yourself and your nudges. Trust in the universe. Trust in the divine unfolding. Trust in the synchronicities. Trust your nudges. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Exactly where you are supposed to be. Pick up the nudge, flip over the stone, and let yourself expand. Set failure aside, right? Want what you want. Now I'm going back up this scale. And if you feel fear, guys, love it, thank it, and take care of it. It is your job. That is how you find your alignment. You guys feeling me on this? It's powerful stuff. So I want you to go into your knowingness. That is a different place of trusting yourself. I have knowingness, all right? It's the same kind of knowingness, really, that when we're driving down the road a little too fast and I say, ooh, I feel a deer jumping out at us, that we go, whoa, trust the knowingness. It's a little bit like that, even though I'm not talking about it specifically, but it's a little bit like trusting your knowingness to that level. Like I am following this path, picking up every single piece. And I don't know what's ahead of me, and that is okay. I am not supposed to. Universe, you have my back. Show me, show me, show me, show me. How will you show me? It will feel good. I will be called to it. I will feel aligned with it, and I will figure it out as I go. So, are you guys feeling this? Like, that one's the big stop. The fear of the unknown. We stay in the comfort zone way too long in the spirit of keeping ourselves safe. But the truth is, the longer that we stay there, the longer that we don't move, the longer that the universe is like, hey, you're in your comfort zone, you're radiating your comfort zone, I'll deliver you more of your comfort zone. Because guess what? We live in a matching, beautiful, grant universe, you know? And it's your job to step outside that comfort zone, because when you move, the universe moves. So find a way to get into trusting yourself and not letting the unknown be the paralysis to the dream, because that's actually what happens so much, is like that is paralyzing. So trust yourself. Even if you trusted yourself tomorrow morning, you woke up and said, I commit to making one of these trades. And let's say it is trusting yourself. Let's say it is trusting the unfolding. Let's say it is trusting your knowing. Let's say it is going before I know. What if it is I just got nudged to pick up the phone and do something? And I followed that, and I followed my bliss. What would that be like? And do you think that the universe is intelligent enough to say, great, she started. She meandered along the path. She doesn't know what's coming, but we're going to guide her every little step of the way. And at the end of the day, there will be this massive expansion and this massive explosion and this massive awareness, this massive expansion of who she is. Because she traded failure, by the way, also for something greater. All right. So feel into that. Now, I'm going to ask you the question. And I want you to figure out for a second with me if there's a right answer. Do you feel the fear and do it anyway? Or do you wait till you get 100% lined up, Zen mode, not an ounce of fear in you before you walk across the bridge? I think it exists somewhere in between, you guys, because here's what I know. The universe is conspiring in your favor. I absolutely know that she moves when you do. And I absolutely know that you stepping into motion and trusting yourself. What did I say? I said, love it, thank it, and take care of it. The moment you love your fear, thank your fear, and take care of your fear, you do find alignment. And it's not so much that you don't have an ounce of fear in you or an ounce of uncertainty in you, but it feels more like exhilaration today now than it did before. And you're like, oh, I can do this. And then you take the step and you're on the bridge. And before you know it, you're across it and you've done something really amazing and great. And then we celebrate. So is it hardcore, feel the fear and do it anyway? No. No. Is it hardcore? I have to be in my absolute Zen, totally 100% aligned moment? No. It's somewhere in the middle. And I want you to feel through some of these things and find your alignment and then move. And it could be as quick as like right now you can, because you have the energy and motion to do so. And if you do, do it. So you guys, let me know if this was helpful. Give me a thumbs up and tell me what your takeaway is tonight. In the meantime, I want to just tell you, I'm so grateful for you. And if this resonated, I want to tell you a little bit more about what we're doing. Good, it was helpful? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. If this resonated and you want to go deeper and step into the program with us, please type ready. #ready. And when you do, we'll reach out on Messenger and we will connect. Either Tim or myself will connect for a conversation to talk about like how we can help and where you're at and what's holding you back and what's holding you back and where you want to go from here. Because, oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Because here's who I work with, you guys. And so many of you have been around me for so long and you already know this. But every now and then I have someone say, Lori, I don't even know what you do. I obviously teach manifestation and personal transformation and really how to align with your most powerful self and quantum manifestation through so many different ways. But I work with conscious creators, spiritual entrepreneurs, conscious entrepreneurs, business owners, law of attraction lovers, spiritual seekers, you name it, manifestors who are ready for a sacred personal transformation, that you are on the cusp of greatness and you feel yourself being called to something more. Sometimes people land on my doorstep and they say, I don't even know why I'm here. I'm not even sure why. I don't know. They blast through the fear of the unknown, right? They go, I don't even know why I'm here, but I know that I'm supposed to like journey this work with you. And I know that I'm supposed to uptick my vibration with you. And I'm supposed to learn something more from you. And so if you feel that call that you are on the cusp of greatness, also reach out to us. And absolutely 100%, if you have a huge dream that matters to you and you're looking to manifest, standing in your power, partner with the universe to create more of what you desire in your life, then type ready. That is what I do. With that said, you guys, I am delighted to move forward with you guys this week and excited to talk to you. And we absolutely will look forward to getting you on our calendar. Go do something amazing with this, you guys. Let it fine-tune your vibration, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.